Oh, okay, people. Today's show we're gonna talk about is Black women join the KKK to be murdered, part two. We're gonna talk about this, but hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, people, I'm back. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this because you got these females in the black community just have this deep-seated hatred for men in the black community. Now, I seen that video, which that was sick and sad. That's exactly why I said these women are just lost, full of hate, have this white supremacist mindset. Now, I'm gonna go on date Lee. Hold on. Date Lee. Okay, here we go. I mean, these females have a deep-seated hatred for black men. Some of black men need to die and all that dumb stuff. Have racist white men murder us. Like, come on, man. I guarantee you the sisterhood ain't gonna talk about that, how these females. And you got these females talking about asking the KKK to murder us. I mean, these women are hateful. Hold on. Oh, here we go. We're gonna play. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link if somebody wanna hop on the panel. Have a discussion with me. I'm gonna drop the link and we're gonna pin the link, and then now we're gonna play this video right here. Oh, here we go. Make sure.
I've seen these divested women. I don't know if y'all know about divestors. They say some of the most horrendous things about black men in pursuit of white men. Don't get with no black man. Get you a white man. They dusty. They deserve to die. I could let y'all listen to a clubhouse group chat with nothing but black women talking about their appreciation for white men and black men should die. I'm gonna play it for y'all. But
there's no turning back because these dusties are dusty. They just belong in a coffin. They just belong in a coffin. I agree.
Ladies, I'm so happy that we loving white men because they are the most sweetest, wonderful men. And you know what's so sad? Our mothers should have left the black men a long time ago.
I feel safe now that the dusties are in the gulags. When I look at the title, white men are better for black women.
I feel like they're upset more so because black men, they do it the most.
I've seen these divested women. I don't know if y'all know about divestors. They say some of the most horrendous things about black men in pursuit of white men. Don't get with no black man. Get you a white man. They dusty. They deserve to die.
Hey, that was sick, man. Now we're gonna play this video again right here. This is the evidence right here.
Corrections that you're looking for specific.
Force.
But I guarantee you, if this was a black man saying that stuff, his channel got terminated, his clubhouse account got suspended, and all this stuff, the sisterhood would be going in on that, man, because it's a group of hateful white supremacists, black women out there saying this type of stuff. I have no smoke for this. Let's play this video.
Force, because that's the only thing that's gonna work.
Even got the same clubhouse
brother podcast. You know how to rhyme.
as always.
Be mad at.
Go by the name of Eli. As always, we got Jew with us.
What it do? It's your boy Jew, and we out here overreacting for you. More content, more clips. Make sure you like and subscribe. Get that Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Get the merch. DailyWrapUpCrew.co. If not, you know what I'm saying? You know how to rhyme.
Gotta fill in the blanks.
You know what I mean? Cat in the hat bars, you heard?
Anyway, we got a special guest with us. Jeff, let them know where they can follow you at.
What's going on, y'all? The name is Jeff St. James, and you can find me at Ask a Brother Podcast on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
Listen, this next video was sent over to us by you guys, the viewers. This one, it's went underneath my radar. I didn't even know this video was out there, man. Mm-hmm. It's a very similar video to something that we talked about in the past. I think he even got the same Clubhouse aesthetic, or maybe they was on Clubhouse, Twitter Spaces. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
that's what the conversation is happening. That's what they beating up.
Yeah, clearly, man. We're gonna play the video. It's a very disturbing video. We're gonna play the video. We're gonna come back and give our thoughts on it.
So what are the corrections that you're looking for specific?
Force, because that's the only thing that's gonna work.
But I mean, what are you looking for black men to arrive at? A place of understanding of like what do you want to see?
Well, we believe that there is no hope for them.
that we don't believe in changing their minds. We don't, but I'm trying not to say what I really want to say because you're on stage, but if they could not exist, hey, we wouldn't be mad at.
I think for me, I think I want the coddling culture to kind of stop. I think they get validated a little bit too much and they're not held accountable as much as white men, Hispanic men, Asian men. Like the legal system works in their benefit a little bit more than they think it does. They're seen as the ultimate, like most oppressed. And I think that that coddling culture needs to stop and they need to be held accountable for their actions.
Because we live in white male patriarchy, white men set what's socially acceptable. So with you all setting what's socially acceptable, the degenerate behavior.
Jew, what's your thoughts on this?
Honestly, before, we started doing pod, I don't think I've heard women speak like this about like black men, and I know there's been like domestic relationships where men and women beat each other and primarily men are noticed for it, you know what I mean? But this hatred of, they would say what, self-delete or abortions or other, criminal aspects of, hurting each other. But I, still to this day, I haven't heard a man and I hear black men frequently say how much we need black women, how much we love black women. But on the other end, I just keep hearing black women say things like these women. And they're so comfortable saying it. And then they try to flip it on us with manipulation tactics or whatever the case may be. And I just don't see the same hatred coming from men. Imagine if you heard, if you did see something, send it to us. Let us react to that and let us hold that man accountable. But while we're watching this, let's hold these women accountable for saying what the fuck they're saying. You have black sons, you have black brothers, you have a black father 9 times out of 10. You know what I'm saying? So where's this? I think it's all built on trauma that they get from their mama or another woman, because a lot of women don't experience this hate, these things that the next woman hate a black man for. And I just want to know, where does it really stem from? You know what I'm saying? I truly don't understand. Like, I be trying to like, this is the reason. This is the reason. But the more I hear it, I really don't know. And I'm not saying that there's not some, bad black men out there, but I don't hear these other groups of women talking about their men like this, whether it's on a public platform, because y'all yes girling and kikiing and TTing and all these other shit every time a black woman say something like this. And then when a black man replies, we're in our feelings, immature, weak, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So those are my thoughts.
Again, this reminds me of another video that we had reacted to before, and it's very similar concept. And I think it was a white woman, black woman's appreciation for white men, like type of clubhouse. And in it was just like, black men belong in a coffin, and black men deserve to die, and our mothers should have been left a black man. And it was such a,
there's no turning back, because these dusties are dusty. They just belong in a coffin.
I agree.
Ladies, I'm so happy that we love in white men because they are the most sweetest, wonderful men. And you know what's so sad? Our mothers should have left the black men a long time ago.
I feel safe now that the dusties are in the gulags. When I look at the title, white men are better for black women.
it's just so horrible just to hear it. And then you think about the Cynthia G's and her having live call-in shows with other black women calling in saying maybe we should abort black male fetuses.
And the only reason I support aborting a black child when it comes to it being male is because when I look at the black community and the problems in it, it's associated with males and male pathology. When you talk about violence, it's associated with the males. When you talk about the, women being forced upon, it's the males. When you talk about drugs, it's the males. When you talk about the fatherless children, it's the males. Every single problem that is happening in the Black community, you point to the males and then you have the culprit. So for me, I think that not selectively breeding is very irresponsible when you are the only one who has control over who gets to Earth. Your womb, it carries the person to Earth. So if you're the only one with that power, regardless of whatever he wants.
Like you said, I haven't heard on the opposite end Black men saying anything as harmful or as hateful as the type of rhetoric I'm hearing from Black women. And this could all just be the CIA, you know what I mean? And just manipulating with us and stuff like that. Because these are people hiding behind a profile.
You thinking they
profile.
bots?
I don't put it past. You know what I mean? Like I don't put it past them. You know, this could just be another, like you talk about COINTELPRO and stuff like that. This could just be another version of that. Like, you know, trying to manufacture these gender wars to keep us separated, to keep us from coming together and then separate us even further. Like, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of this stuff is fabricated. But still, when I do hear this stuff, you know, I do want to bring awareness to it because these conversations are happening, whether it's organic or manufactured. And again, I'm not seeing that same, you know, hatred. And again, if y'all find those clips, like Drew said, send it to us because I'm, you know, a woman has sent me a video of a man being very critical of Black women. And she was like, oh, see, Black men hate, you know, that's their version of we hate women is us being critical of them. You know what I mean? And their version of us hating us is them wanting to actively harm us. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I know, Jeff, we talked about even abortions. And, you know, we was talking about from 1970 to present day, the amount of abortions that we had in the Black community alone is, you know, I was saying from 18 to 20, like 24 million. And you were saying it could be past, you know, 30 million plus. And when you think about that number, that's literally a genocide of Black children, fetuses being unborn. Like, you know what I mean? We talk about the Holocaust, slavery, things that we associate as a very inhumane act. And we don't even realize, like, there's a whole genocide in our own backyard that we just dismiss. And now we even to the point where we're trying to vote to keep those type of, we're trying to vote to keep genocide within our community. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole purpose of us wanting to vote for abortion laws. And it's like, why are we voting for abortion laws when we could just get to the root cause, you know what I mean, of the issue instead of going to the most extreme? And you're not even, you know, women, from what I've been, the studies that I have read, like, abortion isn't being used as a medical procedure, like, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, you got, you know, raped by whatever the case is. This is just because you wanted to be sexually liberated. You wasn't responsible. And now this is your get out of jail card for not being responsible. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we can't, listen, I could just go on a whole like monologue about that. But it was very disheartening to hear this conversation. Jeff, what's your thoughts?
When Tommy Sotomayor was on my show last week, he had made a comment that I think a lot of people on a couple channels got a little upset and angry with him about how many Black women were being used as tools and right-hand mans of white supremacy. And between the bullet bag comments, the gender-based abortions if you're having a male child, this isn't going to make sense to people unless you look at it through the lens as this. There are white, liberal, extreme feminists that are anti-Black and are racist, that are female supremacists, that our Black women see as allies and vote just alike. So until we come to grips with that these women exist, they are not little. And sometimes the attitude and the disrespect and the vitriol and the hatred, there's a spectrum. You got it where it's just talking back. You got it too, they don't respect your authority. So you have these extreme cases and examples where they say, oh, I can't wait for them to be the next George Floyd. We ain't protesting this time. Regardless of where they am on the spectrum, they're getting their marching orders from white, liberal women that are female supremacists and are misandrous, and they hate Black men and men, period. So just to clarify, if you're a Black man, and as I've said earlier, and I will always continue to say, those statements aren't coming out of a vacuum. This ideology isn't coming out of a vacuum. There are people that our women are listening to that's causing and creating much of the divide that we're talking about. And they're supporting them. They're working together. They're looking out for each other. And then when it comes to politics, they vote in alignment. So when you are a black man, still in 2025, thinking that the women who think this way and whose minds are captured you are on the same team with them, you are not. You are not. And you should know it every time something comes up that involves a man or a woman. What's the women that vote that way? Who do they side with? Who's always the victim? Who's innocent until proven guilty? Is it we got to wait to the evidence, or is it believe all women? Which by default means disbelieve all men. You have to wake up to that reality. I don't know how many ways I gotta say it to people. It's not that the Republicans and conservatives are so amazing. What I'm suggesting is that type of stuff, that type of vicious, nasty attitude towards black men specifically, we can no longer say that this is only happening amongst white people and on the far right. There are black women who vote and follow every slogan, every trend, every talking point, and it's anti-family, anti-men, anti-boys, and anti-black boys in the womb. When you get that and realize that, a lot of the prescriptions that men are making in this space, and the reason why we're raising the alarms right now, is because if you don't listen to us now as ladies and separate yourself from the women that act this way and talk this way, you're going to be left to end up being like all the women that's giving all this feedback and advice to everybody else, but doesn't even have the outcomes they want relationally. You're going to be older. You're still going to be on your own. And my recommendation to everybody else is invest in pet food. Invest in drug companies that make antidepressants and antipsychotics, because these women are going to be supporting those businesses very much so.
That's another thing I do want to touch on real quick. There's this, every time I go online, women specifically want to talk about the male loneliness epidemic. Like, they're the only ones ever talking about this. And it brought me to an article about women's depression and, how modern women today have higher levels of depression on antidepressant pills more than any other women in any previous generations. And I'm like, why isn't there more coverage about that? You know what I mean? They want to paint this false narrative that women are so happy and they're happy without men. But then you look at the statistics and you see that most women in modern society is depressed, stress levels is high, on antidepressant pills, but they want to fixate on male loneliness epidemic. Men are lonely. They the only ones ever talking about. I don't hear no other men talking about they lonely. Like, it's the women trying to convince other men that they are lonely, and they want to keep having these conversations while avoiding the conversation about them being depressed. Like, what's your thoughts on that topic?
Well, Scott Galloway, he's doing a pretty decent job of trying to bring attention to the male loneliness epidemic, how boys and men are struggling in society. But even when he tries to do it in the presence of women, they end up doing a lot of what you kind of discussed. They minimize it. They shame the men. They operate from a philosophical viewpoint of, if you see women as the prize and your life's not working out, your conclusions are going to be that if I'm anxious, if I'm depressed, if life isn't going the way that I thought it should have been by now, it has to be because of the men. That's their foundational philosophical conclusion. That's how they operate. That's how they move. That's why they don't apologize. That's why they struggle with taking accountability, because they've been conditioned to think that everything that happens in life that's good is because of me and women, and everything that's bad that happens is because of a man or the men that's in my life. When you understand that, that's why you can have horrible mothers, but you don't describe them as deadbeat mothers. And that's why you have narratives. The feminization of culture has shaped every single area. And you start learning this from the moment you come out the womb as a boy and a man. One of your earliest lessons of how to view this is when it came to hitting as a kid, who don't you hit as a boy?
A girl.
That mentality is what they took and added steroids to it over the last 10, 15 years.
You're right. Yeah, great analogy.
So although it's wrong for both of us, it's more wrong when the man does it. And
they use that shit with everything now.
So when you take that concept and now apply it in every major area, they're not viewed. Y'all try to do the whole, when you ask women about equality and fairness, they're using two totally different lenses.
For sure.
All right. So it's
One
not
lens is
that they're
closed.
not, believe it or not, it's not that they tangibly see it as a contradiction. It's that I have a set of prescription reading glasses over here, and I have a set of dark shade sunglasses over here. When a woman's done it, this is how I view it. And when a man's done it, this is how I view it. That's why when Halle Berry has to pay all this money, when Mary J. Blige has to pay all this money, when there's discussions about Cardi being Offset and the potential for her to have to pay all this, it's disgusting. That's wrong. Why would you have to pay for another adult? Every talking point we made.
He's not a real man if he accepts alimony.
It's because they have totally different standards. They can hear that and they'll come up with explanations, and just some of them will come up with explanations and justify. Well, what happened to them? They were hurt. You'll see it with cheating. If cheating is one of the worst things a man can do, and they say he's disgusting, his life should be ruined, everything should be taken from him. But then you find out they got homegirls that cheated that's still in their life as friends.
For sure.
Well, he wasn't doing this and she was unhappy.
Nobody's
When
accountable
you
for that.
realize this as a man, this is what I call red pill. This is what they hate. All you're doing is saying the truth about the reality of how men and women tend to operate. If she's too far to the left in her mentality, she will always elevate the female in a scenario that involves a man.
Gotcha.
Once you see, you'll see it with the double standards with interracial relationships. You'll see it with double standards with abuse. You mentioned abuse earlier. You don't know that it's actually more bidirectional and that it's often more initiated from women?
I believe that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Think of it this way. If you remove men from the equation and you measure gay relationships between two men and two women, and even compare it to
Eli brings this
heterosexual,
up all
who's
the
at
time,
the
yeah.
top? Women on women violence. They can get away with the narrative that we're the most abusive just because we're stronger.
Yeah.
So what I'm basically suggesting is that doesn't surprise me. I won't be shocked if it's not fake. And we've seen too many other instances for us to even doubt if whether or not it is fake. The reality is there is a contingent of women that's growing, not just in the black community, but especially in the black community. That it's not about disliking black men or disliking some of their behaviors and the lack of accountability and structure and doing certain things the right way. It's that there's an actual hatred towards the men themselves. And my warning to men is it gets like this and gets this bad because when you simp, when you don't check behavior, when you give rings to women that don't deserve it, when you tolerate behaviors that you shouldn't, this is the final form. It isn't going to lead towards the outcome that you think because you keep rewarding bad behavior. You keep rewarding evil, and it's going to turn back against you in the end. If you keep aligning with them, if you keep sleeping with them, if you keep voting like them, this is why our community has gotten to the way that it's gotten. When are y'all going to wake the fuck up as men? If you are a black man still following in being led by women that think like this, which white feminists that talk like this and act like this, who do you think they align with? Black women that vote this way. Wake up. Wake the fuck up. I'm not saying that this is all women. I am saying the ideology that could even think like this is probably coming from the same group that thinks I don't need a man. I don't respect men. He got to earn my femininity. Why do I have to bring anything or why he got to expect anything from me? Bring something to the table for what? That's where this shit starts. Where you've already dehumanized you and now you're just a work mule. And then when it still doesn't work out, this is the end of where they get to. Where if we can't have you, if you're not marrying us, if you're not sticking around, if you have a kid, if you're dating out, well, now we're just going to talk to white male supremacists to see if they can do the job we can. That's what's really happening. So while everybody else is claiming that I hate women, no, I'm trying to wake women up, black women up especially, and say, y'all better differentiate yourselves. Y'all better distinguish yourselves real quick because the men that have options are not going to put their hand in a bucket of snakes and try to find out which one is poisonous.
Yeah, for real.
These women are everywhere. They're the ones that's pushing certain things. They're pushing certain agendas, and they're the ones that's divisive, and they're the ones that will prefer that men never become in the leadership role again, politically, socially, or familially. They are anti-men and anti-male leadership. If you don't see it, if you don't wake up, if you don't get it, that's why we are in the situation we're in. So you better listen to the people that you actually don't like what they have to say. then keep listening to all the podcasts and all the platforms that's telling you what you want to hear, because they're just telling you sweet lies and it's not changing your actual fucking life.
Take that. I ain't gonna hold you.
Listen, join the Patreon, man.
Yeah,
Like,
there's a motherfucker with the Jordan meme face right now, looking like, yo, he talking about me.
Yeah, listen. Join the Patreon, man. We got the full episode with Jeff.
See, that's the evidence right there. But these females in the sisterhood ain't gonna talk about that. You know why? Because Sally got the pro-black simps, and these feminist bras ain't gonna talk about that. Like, that don't make any sense. Like, that be making me mad about these simps. Because these simps don't want to talk about that. I mean, what's the point trying to tell these females so they're not gonna listen to us? It's a lot of it's a majority of these females talking about celebrating when black men die. I bet you those same females ain't gonna talk about that. They just gonna bypass that. And I bet the sisterhood not gonna talk about this. Like, come on now, talk about that. But I know they ain't gonna never talk about that. They want to talk about black men every goddamn day, every fucking day long. I promise you I could put videos up like that. And then these females ain't gonna listen to us. Boy, I tell you, man, these females are just out of control. Now, one sisterhood did not talk about how black men need to die and in a coffin and all that. Come on now. I bet you they ain't gonna say anything about it. Now let me some black man say something like that. Ought to get my channel taken down and all that stuff. Like, come on, man. When y'all gonna start reporting on this to the sisterhood? We y'all gonna start uh when y'all gonna start reporting this? Like, come on, man. Like, that don't make any sense. Like, this don't make any sense. Like, that don't make any sense how these I mean, this don't make any sense, bro. These females full of hate, talking about black men's death every goddamn day. Talking about, oh, black men need to die and all that stuff, but where's the smoke for that? To all you sisterhood, you BW women at? Where the smoke at, huh? Y'all know where to be found. Like, come on, man. This don't make any sense how these females consider say some horrific shit and all that stuff. Like, come on now. Like, come on. I mean, it just I'm like, this don't make any sense, man. I mean, what's the point trying to talk to these individuals, man? It's just like these females have this Ku Klux Klan mindset. It's okay to say horrific stuff and then nobody not calling stuff out. That is so sick in the head. And then you wonder why these dudes call y'all out on y'all BS. You get mad. You got mad because any man that come on YouTube speak this, talk about this, they get mad, get cussed out, or they get mad, want to cuss a dude out. Are you speaking bad about us? Stop doing it. So what? So these fans consider celebrate our deals? Like, come on, man. These films talking about black men's death every day, and then laugh when some bad happened to us as black men. Like that don't make any sense. Like this don't make any sense, man. I mean, these films are not going to get it. Like, come on, man. Like that don't make any sense. Like this don't make any sense. You got them dumb bras over there co-sign that behind that behavior. Then I don't know why the sisterhood not gonna talk about this. And what's so bad about that? You got these dudes, they not checking these females now. They just allow this stuff to go on. I go in these sim chat rooms. These females out here just celebrate when stuff bad happened to us. When something bad happened to us as men. Like, come on, man. And what's so bad about you got them simp ass men over there wanna make threats towards you. Like, come on, man. What is going on with these female posts, man? It's like I don't know why the sisterhood now we're gonna talk about how women you got that one dumb chick, which I ain't mention her name. She went on that dude, which I ain't mention his name. I ain't gonna mention his name. She got up on that panel talking about black men hanging from a tree. I'm like, what the fuck? Like this is sick. I'm like, these females are sick in the head. Like this don't make any sense. Like, come on, man. This is sick, bro. This is so sick in the head. And these females they co-signing stuff like this. And what's so bad about you got these females never going to call this stuff out? I'm glad that the men and deadly rapper crew calling this stuff out. Cause most of these dudes they scared to call stuff out. They scared. They scared. They scared. They scared shitless because they don't want to lose black women's support. Talking about the females out there talking about black men's deal. Every every day they laugh at every black man's deal. But sadly, but let me as a black man did the exact same thing. I'd have got my channel terminated. I'd have got my channel flagged off of YouTube. But let me a black man said the exact same thing. I don't care if a black women die and all that. Watch, and I'll get my channel terminated. And why these females are talking about celebrating the black man's deal? Like, come on, man. Like, that don't make any sense, bro. Like, that don't make any sense. Like, that don't make any sense. Like, that don't make any sense, man. Like that don't make any sense, man. Gonna tell me, oh, you should talk about how black men are. But you got these females celebrating our deaths, talking about black men need to die and all that stuff. But no, I don't see the sisterhood ain't talk about stuff, ain't talk about this. Like this don't make any sense. Now that don't make any sense how these females can sit there, talk all hateful, making hateful comments, talking about how black men need to die and all that stuff. Like this don't make any sense, bro. Like this don't make any sense. Like, like that don't make any sense. Like, come on, man. I mean, I'm sick of this stuff, man. I am so sick of this stuff. You got these women out here talking about black men need to die and all this stuff. Like, and where the hell these so-called the sisterhood? Like, come on now, where the sisterhood on this one? I promise you, if this was a black man saying that, his channel got terminated, which I can't say that. I will never say stuff like this. Like, come on, man. Where the sisterhood on this one? Like, that don't make any sense, man. It's like the sisterhood ain't gonna talk about this. Like that don't make any sense how these women can sit there just say some evil, hateful stuff. Like, come on, man. Where the hell you sisterhood on this one? Nowhere to be found. Like like this shit is ridiculous. So this is exactly why I said this before. I'll probably get off at 6 o'clock. No, 7. I'm get off at 7 40. My fact 6 40. I'm gonna get off here, man. I got business to take care of tomorrow. But anyway, this is exactly why I said these women are just full of hate. These divestors are evil. This is some evil stuff, man. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. This is so sad how these females can be so evil and conniving. Just say some evil stuff about stuff. I mean, just say some demonic evil stuff. And yet none of them sisterhood females ain't gonna talk about that. This is so fucking weird, bro. How y'all say some evil stuff and you got this stupid ass divested zealot got a avatar hanging a black man from the tree. I'm like, oh come on, man. Like that don't make any sense. This stuff I be talking about. Like that don't make any sense. This is some evil. Mm-mm-mm. This shit is so evil. Like, come on, man. Uh-uh. Y'all niggas want to sit there. Man, bro, this fucked up, but you got these simps out there, never gonna call these women out on their bullshit. They remind me of their mothers and all this stuff. Like, come on, man. When y'all gonna start calling this shit out? But nah, y'all can't call stuff out. Cause you know if you call this stuff out, you're gonna get attacked. I'm like, that don't make any sense, man. But I'm for gonna get off here. I ain't gonna be here that long, man. I'm getting sleepy. This goes to show you that you got these individuals in the black community. These women are the KKK speaking like this. These women are white supremacists and black skin. But anyway, this is exactly what I try to tell you dudes. Stop associating with these type of females, especially you black women out there. Stop associating with these type of females who talk like that. I play the video over and over, but yeah, you got these simp dudes ain't gonna talk about that. Man, like that don't make any sense. This is so sick. I mean, it's the damn truth. You got these females out there, wants to say all the horrific stuff. Man, like, come on, man. I mean, it's just so bad enough that you got these females think it's okay to say celebrating black men's death when they get murdered and hurt. I don't know. Like, this don't make any sense. Like, this don't make any sense. I mean, you got these females talking about joining the KKK to have black men murdered. Part two. That don't make any sense. Like, I mean, these females are talking like the KKK. I mean, boy, I tell you, man, these females are the KKK. These females are the foot soldiers of white supremacists. But yet, still though, nobody's not going to talk about this, which that is sickening. These females are sick in the head. Once at a time out. Oh, I'm gonna join the KKK. I'm gonna have racist white men kill black men. I'm sorry, unalive black men. Like that's some evil stuff you can say, man. I mean, these females are digging a hole for themselves, man. Once you say some stuff like that, bro, I'm out. How y'all gonna sit there? I don't know how these females can be sick in the head. How y'all could be saying some cruel, evil stuff, talking about black men need to die and all that stuff, and then black men need to be murdered unalive. Like, come on, man. It's like these females have no respect for other black men no more. It's like these females have a deep-seated hatred. They don't care if you live and die. They don't care if you get murdered and all this stuff. Like this is so. Like these females are the KKK to have black men murdered, and then they want something to bad happen. You got these females in the black community want something to bad happen to me. I had one black woman talking about I hope I die and all this stuff. Talking about I wish I never been born on this earth and all this stuff. I'm a walking abortion and all that dumb shit because I had an opinion about a topic. See, I told you these females want us dead and gone. And Saudi got this simp ass man join in on in with these women. Like, Like, come on, man. I'm gonna go drop the link again. I'm gonna drop the link again. Somebody wanna hop on the panel. Hold on, let me. I'm playing this. Ain't nobody opinion. Like, this don't make any sense. These fans want something that bad happened to me because they didn't want to hear the damn truth. Told you these females on the white supremacists, man. Like, come on, man. Make any sense? These females are just demonic and evil. Like, come on, man. I mean, it's so bad enough nowadays. You got these females out here just want continuously wishing death on black men every goddamn day. Talking about they need to die. I hope black men need to get in a coffin, all this stuff. But I don't know why they not talking about this. So I want to see what these females gonna do when I end my live stream. Watch this. They gonna cuss you the fuck out. They gonna call you vicious names. Watch, cause they don't want to hear the truth. They like bad things that happen to a black man and all this stuff. They talking about having black men getting murdered. Talking about black men need to die and all this stuff. Like, this don't make any sense. So I want to see these females come on my channel debunk it. So I'll do a part 3 if I have to. But these females don't want to come on your panel and have a discussion with me. No, they'll sit in the bushes, just watching the clouds like I got 0 people watching. Like, So that's all to say about this, man. Eventually, I'm gonna get cussed out, gonna get called vicious names. This shit is so ridiculous, man. I mean, I showed them the damn evidence, and they still want to cuss me out and don't want to hear the damn truth, man. That shit be pissing me off, man. I showed them the evidence, and they still don't want to see it. They come on my channel, cuss me out every goddamn fucking day because they don't want to hear the truth. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end my live stream and watch the nasty comments. I'm gonna end. So with that, we out. Peace. And also make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'm out. Peace, because I already know I'm gonna get cussed out, get called vicious names. I'm ready for it. So I'm out.